On the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's got some space here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. On first down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
52, 23. Hey, let's go.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Yellow.
Mahomes to throw once more. His throw incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. On first down, it's Sanders. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have taken the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yellow. On the line. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now Mahomes. Sanders has it over the middle. As Sanders has it pumped free. And the Colts pick it up. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A fumble lost last week. Now a fumble lost this week. Is this just growing pains of a rookie?
It is growing pains, but they can't afford them. Not him nor his team. That means extra work during the week with his coaching staff and extra work on his head to make sure he doesn't lose his confidence. They like him. They want him to flourish.
Because you know he wants to avoid that label of being a fumble machine. It
is a label that is hard to shed, and that just means teams come after you even more, ripping and raking at the football when you're carrying it.
This is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Josh Allen with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
14, Giants 13.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Here we go. He's crashing.
Hey, 57, 57. Check 9.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down now. It's Sanders, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Watch his slap.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, the linebacker Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Buying time to his left. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Dancing to his left. There goes a deep ball, and that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Foster Moreau, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I'm coming
From the 50, it's Love. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Luck now to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Check out. 540. Check.
On first down, Luck flush to his right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and goal, Luck, blitz coming, and down he goes. Darren Lee coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Mike 51. I got.
Luck. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps...
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's up.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Check your hot read. Hey, watch this. Yellow.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Now Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Is going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
I don't need to.
Got one, I got one. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
On second and a couple. Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Keep playing hard.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself. And
it's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the two-point try. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Bernard. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Gotta love everything about that run, except for maybe a couple of things. You gotta wonder, do you fight a little harder to get into the end zone instead of going out at the 2-yard line? I know one thing. The fantasy football guys, they are not too happy that he went out of bounds there instead of trying to get into the end zone.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try the air now with Locke toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys Bears will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's Love. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. DJ Chark there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check back, check back. Watch the eye. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Shoot.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for number 25. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, check.
Mahomes now to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes, being chased out left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the Colts' 27-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Another run with Sanders. Down to the 25. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On first down, Akers. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. That is caught at the 7. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it,
and he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Luck on first down. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Luck. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Andrew Luck. his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Gano the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Here's Sanders, and he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Luck. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught. A huge play that time for the Colts. 43 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Giants, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.